Coming up on UT 10 News, medical students find out their future.
And we'll also go behind the scenes with UT's social media team.
Plus, Alexis Wheatley was at the Huntington Center as the Toledo Walleye faced off against the Tulsa Oilers. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sydney Edwards.
And I'm Andrew Kirsten.
The Safe Place program is seeking individuals who are interested in providing safe place training to faculty, staff, and students.
As reporter Ryan Kiesecker shows us, UT Safe Places are confidential areas where people who identify as LGBTQ can feel safe, welcomed, and included.
You may have seen these rainbow stickers all around campus, on doors, or even offices. This past Saturday, a Safe Place training session was held in the Office of Multicultural Student Success and taught by student Danielle Stamper.
The purpose of Safe Place is to provide faculty, staff, and students at UT with the education and resources so that they can become allies to LGBTQ students, faculty, and staff.
Creating an inclusive environment where every person can feel safe.
As a member of the LGBTQA+ community, that it allows me to know that something is being done in my own community for others to feel safe.
UT has close to 100 Safe Place locations across campus. For UT 10 News, I'm Ryan Kiesecker.
Last Friday, the College of Medicine hosted its 46th annual Match Day.
This exciting event is when medical students find out where they will be interning after medical school. Reporter Jacob McCaffey was at the Stranahan Theater for the big reveal.
155 medical students learn where the next step in their medical career will take them. Students learn where they'll be training for the next 3 to 7 years. They are competing for one of 30,000 positions available this year nationwide.
At 12 o'clock, they open their envelope and, wow, I'm going to train here for a really long period. And so it's really, really exciting for our students.
From coast to coast, students were placed in over 30 states, with 23 of them continuing their studies right here in Toledo. They'll be working in several different fields, including internal medicine, neurology, and even general surgery.
8 years of hard work, dedication to get this to this point. I can't describe the excitement right now I have.
If you weren't able to make the event today, all the results are posted at utoledo.edu/College of Medicine and Life Sciences. Reporting from the Stranahan Theater, I'm Jacob McCaffey for UT 10 News.
According to Pro-Choice Ohio, Governor Kasich proposed 5 anti-abortion bills for 2017. That is why Freedom of Choice Ohio hosted the Road Together Boot Camp last Thursday at Handmade Toledo. Nearly 40 participants learned about possible changes in women's rights, including the defunding of Planned Parenthood and challenges to Roe v. Wade. Guided activism trainings encourage the community to fight back.
It's very important to have follow-up, to have the occasion to meet people, to form and develop relationships with them, and to get them plugged into a progressive social movement.
For more information on Freedom of Choice Ohio and a list of upcoming events, go to ut10news.com. The possible expansion for Secor Road was the topic of discussion last night.
Keith Boggs has more on the project and just how it's developing.
The plan was designed by engineers in Toledo. It was set to create a median stretching down Secor Road between Kenwood and Bancroft Streets. A roundabout was scheduled to be placed on the corner of Secor and Bancroft as well. However, the project will block several side streets and demolish 13 homes.
Otto Hills, UT, and Old Orchard are very connected, and to separate them more, just felt that that was not a good proposal for our community.
According to an Ottawa Hills superintendent, the city will be losing at least $60,000 tax dollars per year. The council held a meeting last night at Hope Lutheran Church to speak further about the issue.
But 75% of the respondents were against the widening, and I think that matches up pretty well with my anecdotal experience.
After coming to an early solution, it's back to the drawing board for Secor Road. Reporting from Hope Lutheran Church, I'm Keith Boggs for UT 10 News.
Islam Awareness Week kicked off on the 13th with a Try On a Hijab Day. The Muslim Student Association hosted 4 other events in the week in hopes of educating students about the current struggles Muslims are facing. The highlight of the week featured a lecture by Daud Waleed. He brought light to the unknown history of the Black Lives Matter movement and the Muslim ban.
Today, a lot of things were unleashed for me, at least. Like the Muslim ban, it's not a new thing. It has been around in America forever.
The week concluded with their event, the Public Friday Prayer. held in the Student Union.
The University of Toledo has been exploding on social media lately.
That's right, Sydney. Reporter Ian Davis found out just who was behind those popular accounts.
Deep inside University Hall resides two men who are in charge of UT's social media platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. Cam and Vince decide what gets posted and why. These two want to show off UT's campus as much as they can, and with last year's hottest summer trend, it was pretty easy.
Pokemon Go blew up, the mobile game. We had hundreds of students here on campus every night. So we kind of said, wow, we need to do something about this because campus is a hot spot for people to play Pokemon Go.
It is not always about going viral. One of the most important things Cam and Vince do is to prep high school seniors who are looking at colleges and try to make Toledo stand out.
What students can expect on campus, seeing that kind of firsthand play out through social media and seeing the comments from current students, I think really helps prospective students have an idea of what it will be like attending UT.
If you haven't followed UT on social media yet, you can find it on our website, ut10news.com. I'm Ian Davis, reporting for UT 10 News.
I'm Alexis Wheatley, and this is your UT 10 Sports Report. The Toledo Walleye were busy at the Huntington Center over the weekend, while the UT women's basketball team was on the West Coast for the NCAA Championship. But first, the Rocket football team saw their seniors take the turf for their pro day. NFL scouts from across the nation came to watch these men test their abilities Monday morning. Toledo had 20 seniors that worked out in the event. Of the participants, Kareem Hunt, Michael Roberts, and Trayvon Hester took part in the NFL Combine in Indianapolis last month. Hunt is currently the 7th overall running back in this year's draft, according to CBS Sports. After the pro day, Rocket head coach Jason Candle had some advice for his departing players.
Enjoy the process and then certainly be themselves. Don't try to be anybody else. Just kind of work through and understand what got you to this point and the reasons why you've been successful since you were a little kid will still be the characteristics that are going to take you to the next level and make you successful.
The NFL draft will begin on April 27th in Philadelphia. The Toledo Walleye took on the Tulsa Oilers in a weekend series. Saturday night, the Walleye managed to fight through a rough start. Sean Bates of Tulsa got the breakaway to start the Oilers off, but Shane Burschbeck tied up the game on the power play. 2 minutes into the second period, Evan Rankin gave Tyson Spink the feed for the lead. Tulsa earned a seat in the penalty box, giving Dane Walters the third power play goal of the night. The Oilers managed to sink one more in, but Toledo's J.P. LaFonte had it in him to win him the game. The Walleye would finish the contest 4-3. Sunday started off scoreless at the end of the first, but Toledo's Landon Oslancy got a top-shelf slap shot to break the ice early in the second period. After Tulsa tied the game, Zach Nastasiuk sent a backhand into the net, reclaiming the lead for the Walleye. With 5 minutes left in regulation, the Oilers would bounce back to tie the game up, sending them into overtime. 1 minute into OT, Tyler Spink would come in clutch with a power play goal to give Toledo the victory. With the win, the Walleye extend their home winning streak to 9 games. Toledo will take the ice this Friday when they host the Florida Everblades. And the women's basketball team took on Creighton in the first round of the NCAA Championship last Friday, but fell to a score of 76-49.
Alexis, even though they lost, they made the tournament for the first time in 16 years, you got to call it a successful season.
That's true, that's true.
That's it for UT 10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all of our UT 10 reporters, go to our website at ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast production every Tuesday morning at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. For Andrew Kirsten, Alexis Wheatley, and all of our crew, I'm Sydney Edwards. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.